Well, hi everybody, and welcome to a new week. Hi everybody, and welcome to a new week. So, how exciting! Another week. I guess for some people watching this, they'll be highly excited, and for other people, well, there might be a bit of fear and stress around the place because unless you've been living under a rock, you will know that interest rates have gone up, and that's one thing. They're still relatively low compared to what interest rates normally used to be like. I'm old enough to remember when interest rates were literally 17%, and I just don't even know if our whole world could survive if something like that happened at the moment. But definitely, without a shadow of a doubt, there's a lot of, it's not just the interest rates that's going up, it's this whole level of fear that, of course, the media is really enjoying dishing out. So you can't, I literally do not watch the news, but even on my phone with the Apple News, you can't not see it's like interest rate rises and this is going to happen. And there really is, they really are the doom and gloom brigade, putting it mildly. And so this really comes down, I guess, and what I'd like to share today is there's a lot of things happening on our planet at the moment. And one of the things that we really, really, really need to be able to avoid in our lives as much as possible is going down this fear road, because it brings down our vibration, it messes up our connection with our higher self. It just isn't good. It just isn't good. And I'm not saying that it's possible to completely, avoid it altogether. You'd have to be one heck of a Mario Kart rider to avoid it, excuse me, at the moment on the planet. But I am saying that just become aware that there are certain organizations that have certain agendas that are really trying to, push this. It's like they get a little bit, they don't have COVID to talk about anymore, they hardly talk about Ukraine. So now we've got like the next kind of big, fear. And I would just like to say, as much as you can, knowing about it. One of my friends said to me a while ago, she said, how do you not watch the news? How do you survive without knowing what's going on in the world? And I said, I've got a really simple answer to that. And the answer is that if I can't do something about it, I can't help Ukraine per se. I can't help, whoever else in the world is at war. I can't help, I can't do something about it. So me knowing about it doesn't actually make them any better. In fact, if anything, the best thing that we all can do at the moment is raise our vibration. That's really what it comes down to at the moment. You may be feeling that it's like it's too big, or you may feel like you're tiny little, literally pawn in the whole system. No, yes and no. But no, because you are important, your energy is important. I want you to think about it like this. If we wanted to light up the world, and lots of us do, all you'd have to do is just take out your little bit and light your candle. Have your candle holding. And enough people that light their candle, the world literally naturally becomes brighter. That's just how it works. And so going a little bit further down that road, I realized recently there'll be a lot of people, I guess, watching this that are empathics, that are empaths, that are, I suppose, energy sensitive. Me being one of them by far. And I had this aha moment, which I'm going to share with you about 3 days ago. And that is that when we came into this incarnation as a soul, we brought a certain amount of our higher selves in with us. We brought a certain amount of who we are at a higher level. And it came to me literally like clear as day, that one of the things that we really need to do now is reconnect and actually bring in more of our higher selves. Because the amount of higher self that was needed when we were kids or when we were teenagers, it's almost like, thinking about it like a dinner, if anyone who's got teenage boys, you give them a certain size dinner when they were 3 or 4 or 6, that dinner would not be enough when they're 14 or 15 and they're growing. And so the amount of higher selves that we brought in when we were little was enough then, but things have changed. We are all growing at the moment. We're either growing or we're like stuck in a corner, just completely oblivious to everything that's going on. But lots of people watching this are growing. So we need to have more of our higher selves. I don't even believe this. I genuinely know it. We need to have more of our higher selves actually in here. So that has led me, I have created an audio below. If what I'm saying makes sense, if you are somebody who's sensitive to energy and you find yourself being, literally drawn in all forms of directions, I have created an audio that will help you connect in with who you truly are and allow you to bring in more of that to yourself. It's almost like more nutrition, spiritual nutrition. And what happens then? Well, you're less impacted by all this fear that's out in the world. You're less likely to go down the rabbit holes. So I have created it. It is not expensive. It is very inexpensive for what it will can actually do for you. So if you want to get that audio, if you're really feeling like you're almost like at the mercy of the energies and it's almost feeling like that you're on a ship that's going up and down and you're just being thrown away, like thrown side to side, and you can't seem to get your legs. You've got sea legs. And you're wanting to have that sense of steadiness. You're wanting to have that sense of groundedness. You're wanting to be able to be in the storm, but largely an observer. Not actually somebody who's just really struggling from side to side. Then I believe this audio is really, really important. So, thank you for watching. Thank you for your time. A big shout out and thank you to all those who came along during the week to my soul session. There will be more coming up. But listen, we chose to come here at the moment. We are more powerful than we give ourselves credit for. And yeah, thank you for being on this planet with me at this time, making a difference. See you next week.